So take a seat and enjoy the fun. Spin his wheel of hats and change his look just like that. It's time to start the show. Are you ready? Here we go.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today? I was gonna go run that fertilizer, but I'm gonna finish seeding this field here first, and then we'll run the fertilizer. I don't know if there's anything else to do. Maybe rolling fields too. We need to start rolling fields. Oh, hang on. My heads-up display's not up. I don't remember how to play this game. It's been too long. I mean, it was only a week ago, but... Let's fire this sucker up. Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. Seeding at 12 kilometers per hour. I kind of like that speed. It feels fast. Seeding oats. With our, this is a Lance Bulldog. John Deere Lance Bulldog. John Deere bought out Lance in the 50s? 50 horsepower. So John Deere just kept building the Lance tractor as the Lance tractor for a while before they started making the Lance tractors green. I don't know how to fix that. At the front of the fridge? But why is the pitcher water not freezing? Maybe soy milk freezes at a lower temperature or at a warmer temperature. Almond milk. Maybe it's an almond milk problem, not a fridge problem. Just as our almond milk is frozen. I still find the concept of almond milk gross. It's how do you make milk out of almonds? Hey. Just as glad I find it a little bit gross, because that way I leave it for her. That's neat that the exhaust has a spark spark arrestor in it. I guess where Lance Bulldog was, wildfires were a thing. It's Australian company, right? I think so. I think Lance Bulldog was an Australian company. So we gotta seed this field, roll all the fields, fertilize them. maybe fertilize first and then roll them. And then next month we got a bunch of stuff to do as well, I think, right? Let's take a look here. Yeah, next month we want to plant corn, soybean, sorghum, and cut grass. So next month is a lot of work. And then we'll test out the new balers that we bought. Can't test out the new discer until fall. So that's a few months away. Almost done planting all this. It's just, yeah, we planted that whole field of oats. So yeah, it's not too much longer of planting. A little bit of planting to go. I figured today was going to be my relaxing day. Yeah, just got off of work yesterday night. I just vegged last night, just watching YouTube and just nothing. And then today morning is like, okay, today is going to be do a YouTube live stream, edit YouTube videos, get a bunch of that stuff done. Tomorrow morning will be my work day. It's interesting that there's no mirror on the right hand side, but there's a mirror on the left hand side. Also, there's a bench here for a passenger to sit on. I guess your feet hang on the toolbox. Yep, let's seed the roadway. That's a smart idea. It'd be fun if the game actually added seed to wherever you seeded, including the roadway, and you would get a little bit of that crop growing there. What? Chrome broke on ya? We're live on vertical and horizontal? Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna have to try that. Just do just only a vertical stream and see what happens. Maybe set up a horizontal in the background, but don't go live on that one until like 2 hours in, or if all of a sudden the test fails and then just go live. Is dual streaming actually hurting the channel, right? I did update the vertical behind my mug. I put in some tractors. Hey, Navi. And also in the vertical chat, I put a barn on the bottom in the chat. So behind the chat, there's a line drawing of a barn. Navi says, nice hat. I know, it's my favorite hat. Yes, I have an itchy nose. We're just gonna chill and seed some oat. when FS28 comes out late next year, I should still be streaming FS22, right? It'd be funny. Well, I was looking at FS25 mods. I think they're kind of there. I could switch this over. It would be a completely different tractors. It'd be a completely different farm, but I could switch it over. But it would be a lot of work. A lot of work. So we're just riding the tractor, listening to music, chilling. I am almost out of oat. Hundred and 105 liters. We'll see if at the end is, what would that be? We'd have to be at like 52, 53 at the end to make it one more trip back. Maybe. We'll see. 77, counting down. Oh, Jess is bringing tea and donuts. What? Just tea? Tea. She's bringing me tea. Thank you. Yeah, but that was the other day. Honestly, we had Tim Horton donuts. Our grocery store donuts are better than Timmy's these days. That's sad. It used to be the best place to get donuts, Tim Hortons. Coffee and donuts at Tim Hortons, and it's just not true anymore. Like our pre-baked donuts from the grocery store are better than Tim Hortons donuts. Like, how the mighty have fallen. It was 57 liters. We're good. There's Farmer Mick. We're enjoying FS22. Like we have every single weekend for the last 2 years. Not almost every single weekend for the last 2 years. We missed the weekend here or there. I'll definitely get some FS25 in this week though. I want to play on the submerged map. We've been playing that for a bit. So, Father Mick, what you up to? I actually got into Terraria a bit again. on the laptop at work. It's like when I have half an hour to spare, it's like that's the thing I'm firing up is Terraria. Yeah, I'm playing old school. None of the fancy seed maps. Oh. I ran to the seed way out at the end of the field. Ay. Remember, I was low on seed. Oops. It is multiplayer, Farmer Mick. But it's PC only. Jess, you don't know what you're talking about. No, there's no questions being asked. Oh, I have to open the top, right? I have to open it to fill it. Let's try this again. Try this again. That's better. Now we're actually seeding. Joey! We jumped to the pump for you. Joey goes, "Hey, Quan, I thought you were playing Farming Simulator 25. What's up with two people in a row asking at 20? Oh, do I have something? No, it's got 22. I got the 22 logo up top. Well, that's on vertical. On horizontal, you can't see that, right? Although I will play FS25 this week. Quarters here. Update for Gdantal? What? That's not possible. Because the creator of Gdantal has... Unless he... Hey, long hauler. Can't park there. What? Oh, no. I can't park there. So, Joey, are you saying there is an update, or you would like to know when there's going to be an update? Did you make a statement or ask a question? I haven't played Gdantal for weeks now. I know, it's my map. It's Infa. WTF does that mean? Kids these days. There was an update a couple of weeks ago to Gdantal. Oh, it's a Farming Simulator 25 update. Yeah, for Gdantal? Maybe before he went to the military, like he's in military, whatever, basic training right now. Maybe he released Gdantal update pre-going into basic training, and it just finally came out now. Because he said he was going to try to, I just never heard if he did. Oh, it was updated 2 weeks ago. Well, I haven't played that then. cool. Chickpeas and pinto beans will be all fixed, hopefully. Can actually harvest them. Yeah, I miss Iron Thunder. Joey's been a member for 22 months. Oh, I know what that means. I have to spin the wheel. Okay. Inception there for a second. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Come on, come on, come on. Top hat, top hat, top hat, top hat, top hat, top hat. Stop, 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 stop. Yes, 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 yes. Thanks, Joey. That's not bad at all. I think this would go with my favorite hats if people just didn't all expect me to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Can you go to Amazon and find a fluffy stuffed rabbit so I can wear that underneath this hat when we go out in public? We should see if we can find a bunch of really, really cheap ones. So if somebody wants a trick and there's kids, get the kid to poke their hand in their hat, and then they keep the rabbit. Put advertising on the rabbit. Get a rabbit embroidered with your YouTube channel name on it. And then when kids want the trick, you just pull them out. Yeah, Amazon does not look helpful. That looks scary, Jess. Yeah, that looks scary. It looks scary. Juan, you and Jess tonight go to the opera in town. Opera. We don't live in a big city, Joey. Opera. Thing is, people used to wear hats like this all the time. It's just part of today. Today, it's all baseball caps. Nobody wears just a traditional, normal hat. How long ago goes? Dang, Joey. I was gonna let him enjoy the Derby for a little bit longer. I'm enjoying this hat, long hauler. I'm enjoying this hat. Or go to an opera with this hat on. I bet opera would be a little more normal wearing a hat like this. Never gone to an opera. When we lived in Manitoba, I've gone to a couple of Shakespeare plays. What was it, Midnight Summer Dreams or something like that? Midnight Summer something? One of Shakespeare's. Because Winnipeg has a theater for live plays and too many rabbits, too expensive to give them, to have them as throwaways. Yeah, giveaways. Done properly, Shakespeare is enjoyable. I agree. I agree. Almost done seating. Hallelujah. This week in Canada Life Center is the Beer Fest, where you can taste different beers. Yeah. I have no interest. Not a beer fan. Man knew how to sling an insult. Shakespeare, yes. Yes, he did. True artist knows how to sling an insult. If Shakespeare was born today, I wonder what he would be doing. Movie producer? Probably movie producer, right? What would today's version of what Shakespeare is? It's got to be a movie producer. Like a multi-billionaire movie producer. Be James Cameron. I think I just called James Cameron modern day Shakespeare. Or he might be Jack Black or Ryan Reynolds. Maybe Ryan Reynolds is modern day Shakespeare. You worked setting up for the beer fest. I do, but I'm not going to be here. Though. I'm going to be working on the RV Navi, tearing it apart and putting it together. Oh, I don't know. Maybe in the evenings. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe somebody could talk me into something in the evenings. Not tomorrow, not tonight. But during the week, maybe someone could talk me into some game. We could play imposter. Someone who can really sling an insult is Jane Austen. Read the book, The Pride and Prejudice. I've never read that book. Prejudice, not prejudice. Pride and Prejudice. Never read the book. I guess I could add that to the audiobook listening experience when I'm driving. Joey says, "Tell Jess to say hello." She just goes, "Joey?" I heard the Joey voice. She's like, "I'm in chat. I'm here." Joey? You're on her bad side now, Joey. How'd you do that? You goose? I'm in the chat, you goose. I haven't watched the movie either, Long Hauler. Haven't seen the movie or read the book. Hi, Jess Beautiful. Navi goes, "Goose? I thought he was a kangaroo." I'm not jealous of anyone. I could physically see Jess hitting on somebody, and I'd be like, she must be working on some kind of bit. Some kind of bit, some kind of you're playing someone. Yep. I think some people are surprised a U.S. driver can read. Why? I know U.S. education system has dropped off a bit, quite a bit, but I think people can still read. I would bet that 99% of U.S. drivers can read. The ones we hear about in the media are just the 1%. Having said that, I was talking to a CVSE officer, our version of DOT, and he said, depending on where he stops people, which area he stops, he pulls in people at random to inspect them. From 35% of the drivers or trucks, 35 to 42% of all trucks he randomly inspects get put out of service. That is insane. That from a third to almost half of the trucks out there are not legal to be driving. That is insane. Yeah. You know what? That's how everything is, though, long hauler. The other guy is always the lazy one. Like, I was manager long enough. People are always like, that person over there is just lazy. They just sit around all day. I'm like, you go do the job. You go do the job and tell me they're lazy. Until you've done the job, you can't call anyone else lazy. You can't call any other job unskilled. You just can't until you've done the job. If you've done the job, then you have the right to call a job what you think it is. But you must have done the job. And more than a day. Do it for a few weeks. When I was manager, I made it as a rule. At least 2 or 3 nom nom nom. As a rule, as a manager, manager should at least once or twice a week work the position of one of his workers and rotate through and just do the job. Michael, how's it going? Joey, just type in the word cookie. Is the pool full of water yet, Michael? My brother just graduated from high school. Awesome. I guess graduation ceremony was today morning. Is graduation ceremonies usually in the morning? Really? Ours was in the evening. Oh, because of heat. Yeah, that makes sense. a big place full of people. We get so hot. Yeah, we did ours in the evening in a church. Our class was big enough we were only allowed to invite 2 people, so usually parents, usually no siblings. And then after the graduation ceremony, some people got invited to the unofficial dance, and then a bunch of people also drove to Winnipeg and did the River Rouge and stuff like that. I didn't get invited or have the money. $700 people, yeah. Well, you live in a big city, so that makes sense. That's a big class. All right. Yes, there are things to do. I mean, you can go play Terraria, but if that's what you want to do, you can. I would live stream Terraria, but you guys would find it so boring. The way I play Terraria. Hang on. Can we get this correct? No, we're in a new year. 1962. I will get this lined up here. In 1 hour. I just put a picture of the pool. Why is that not moving down? There we go. There's pictures of the pool. I see pictures of the pool. How do I pull that over here? Show everybody. There's pictures of the pool. Just a garden hose. Looks like it's pretty close to full. Looks like there's lots of debris in there. You gotta clean it right away. Gotta go clean it right away. You guys ever take the garden hose and pour it on top of the slide and then it's a water slide? Huh? Huh? All right. Ghost Tech Gaming, how's it going? So in 1 hour, 700 students received their diploma in 1 hour. Hey, Keith Bleeker, what your snowman must be melting, Keith. 1 hour for 700 students. That is crazy. That is crazy. I really like these new 2 tractors that we bought because they've got enough horsepower and enough weight that to actually do field work. Keith will be disappointed that we visited him without visiting him. We came to a 100-mile house. We actually went to a 106-mile house. Got a foot last weekend of snow. Yikes. So your class was even bigger? Yeah, it's Dallas Fort Worth. There's gonna be big classes there. I feel students like that get gypped. Because how big is a classroom size? Like our classrooms were what, 20-ish people? $106 Mile is the gravel pit. That's what's there, a big gravel pit. Right after 105 Mile Lake. I don't know, something like that. It's basically on the lake. Sure. Call it whatever you want. I delivered culverts there. There's 600 classrooms. Imagine getting from one class to another. It's got to be insane. 600 classes. Hey, that wouldn't be bad having 600 classes. You'd have 1 or 2 students in a room. I think there's an extra 0 on there. You can almost see the lake from your deck. Nice. I did not graduate back when it was not an issue. Farming came first in 1990s. Yes. Yep. I know a lot of my cousins and family didn't graduate either. It's always just straight back to school. Or not straight to work, not school. As soon as you were legally allowed to drop out, they all legally dropped out. I had full intentions of dropping out the second I could. I had no intention of getting my high school diploma. Bottom of the list of things to do. Yeah, Michael, I just don't believe that. Colleges and universities can be like a huge block of property. Colleges and universities can be a mile long, but not high schools. I agree, Ghost Tech. I think everybody, in fact, it should be illegal to go to college or university until you've gone to the workforce for a year or two. And you could work in like a work program, and if you whatever you think you want to go to college for, have like a work program where you do that job, do the job you want to go into, do like an internship at a job that you want to go to college for. And actually know, yeah. Oh, shoot, that's what the job's actually like? Yeah, never mind. I don't want to do that job. Let's go try a couple of different jobs, right? Or else you get this piece of paper that you're an expert in this field, and then you get the job and, oh, I hate this job. Or there's no jobs available in that in that field. You just have a paperweight. Hey, prods. So most college and university diplomas and doctorates and whatever are a bit of a waste of money. Ghost Tech says, my pet peeve of college is you get a degree and you go for a job that your degree is for, and without any job experience, they won't hire you. So the degree doesn't actually mean anything. Yep. To get the job, you would be better off doing an apprenticeship for a company with that kind of job, get the work experience, and then go into it, right? I mean, school, there's this place for school. I like school. School's a good idea. But the way it's organized, getting a doctorate at a university or whatever, and then it means nothing. You end up flipping burgers or working in a factory. With a lot of debt. So now if college universities were free, tax paid, by all means go and get an education, right? But if you don't have the money, the debt is so detrimental to the rest of your life, that's not worth it. Now, I didn't go to college, but I do have college and university courses I took after the fact to help learn stuff for my job after I had a job. So I took supplemental courses to help me out with my job, right? Buckland Farms, welcome back. Uh-oh. Jess is struggling to join. There are new mods. We're going to delete some mods too as we test out the new ones, but nope, you're Buckland Farms. I don't know who this Landon guy is. If you change your name, don't expect me to call you by your old name. I'll call you by whatever you are representing. It'd be nice in Canada if you can do your apprenticeship in multiple provinces. My kid has job offers in Alberta, but can't go till he finished 4th year in BC to get his red seal. Yeah, for like a mechanic, right? Yep. I just got a job offer in Alberta too, Fort McMurray. I'd have to move. They want me to move there. And I said, not at this time. Thank you very much. Oh, that's lime. Why is that not working? Yeah, you know Fort Mac is desperate for workers when they're emailing me. Farmer Donkey Raid? What? Well, a Farmer Donkey Raid? Hang on. I don't have his newest songs on here, no. Thanks, Texas Ginger Girl. I was not expecting a raid. Joey. Love the old Ford 1950. Old Ford pickup or truck. The 1954 truck. Got it. All right, never mind. I'm a little behind. And Michael says right after high school he went straight to work. Hey, Farmer Donkey, welcome in. Thanks for your raid. Hopefully your stream went great. You take a nice rest now. You can relax. McGarrett, thank you. Hello, good morning. All right. I'm really liking this tractor. It's a little bit bigger horsepower. We're at 46 horsepower. It's big enough to start doing some field work, so. Let's drop that there. Now let's go jump in our Ellis Chalmers tractor and do some field rolling. Our little WD-45 Ellis Chalmers. Did I roll any of it yet? Looks like I started rolling it, but not the field below it. We'll do both fields at the same time. Smell the color of the tractor? What is wrong with you? Oh. The Massey Ferguson. I'm supposed to smell the color of the Massey Ferguson. I wish I could get that tractor in red, but I couldn't find a mod for it, that particular model, in red. But we do have some red Massey Fergusons coming up here in the future. Now, this tractor is actually from the 50s. I don't know, Joey, you want me to start smelling tractors? Hang on. Farmer Donkey says, I will try to go relax because he only got 3 hours of sleep last night. Well, that's not enough sleep, man. That's definitely not enough sleep. Your dad had a 45D? I mean, it's very low horsepower. We're probably going to sell it soon, but it still works for like stuff like rollers. Yes, Joey. Yep, I remember the picture you shared on Discord. Of Ellis Chalmers tractors. I just didn't remember that was a 45D. With the front end or the tricycle steering, it steers so tight. Have I sold my death trap? What's my death trap? Have I sold my death trap? I don't know what you're talking about. Mick Garrett asks, my death trap. I don't know the answer to that question. My kayak? Maybe kayaking? No? My canoe? You mean kayak? No? I haven't gone out yet, but because I haven't bought oars again, I need to buy, not oars, but paddles. I need to buy new paddles. No, I want to do a lot more kayaking. It's on the list of things to do this week. Go kayaking. I mean, yeah, I made some silly decisions when kayaking. In the future, I'm not going to kayak a river that I can't stand up in. If the river is deeper than waist deep, I'm not going to go kayaking in it because the current's too strong. I think that'll be a good decision. And if there's white water on the river, maybe wait till spring runoff is done before kayaking it, but I'm not selling my kayak because I almost died. That'd be silly. I'm a better kayaker now. I have learned some things. Currents are very strong. My wife didn't think it was a good idea. Jess will never forget to remind me that she thought it was a bad idea. That reminder will be there forever. 20 years from now, I bet the file might still be good. When it gets down like to drought level water heights, maybe somebody might get lucky and find it. Somebody go tubing down there and go, "What's that in the water?" And they might find the camera. I mean, I got other cameras that were knocked off too, but luckily I had tethers on those. I'm like, I don't have a tether on that one, it should be fine. The answer is all cameras require tethers, or else you lose $400 up creek. Nina, good morning. RV is coming along nicely. Yeah, it's slowly getting there. I'll do another update video. We're trying to figure out what kind of drawers and stuff we wanted to put in the space that tore apart. We figured it out. That's where the garbage can, recycling bin, and the laundry bag are going to go in that space, along with the dining room table and the laptop table. Michael, you had a fight at a graduation party? Oh boy. I don't know how many fish would be in there, Joey, but especially during spring runoff. But yeah, that'd be cool having fish swimming by. Graduation ceremony, isn't that what I said? Did I say something else? She doesn't say the words, "I told you so." Rather, she says words like, "I didn't think it was a good idea," whenever the subject comes up. You see why I didn't want to go? That's how she does it. She's more indirect about it. I said party. Graduation party. Ceremony, isn't that the same thing? Oh wait, is the party after the ceremony? I guess there's a party after the ceremony. Loch Ness Monster gets captured in the footage. No! Camera's gone forever because Loch Ness goes. There's evidence of me on it. Yeah, wives are more subtle than I told you so. Yeah. They find real ways of hurting you, not the traditional ways. She made me tea though. How to drop your brother off at school today morning? Why today morning? I thought your brother graduated yesterday. Or no, wait. You graduated today? Jess, what's the temperature supposed to be like today? Do we go straight to AC or do we open all the doors and windows? Okay. Yeah, Jess is my Alexa. Because Alexa doesn't know crap. Jess knows how to look stuff up better than Alexa does. Alexa's kind of dumb. Hi, what? That's not too bad. Let's open the doors. Hang on. There. Well, forecast changed quite a bit from yesterday. What? How dare you say I'm in love with my wife? It's our anniversary this weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. And I'm buying her nothing. I'm going to give her no physical gifts. What does the forecast look like for next Saturday? It's pretty rainy. So we should do that like on Wednesday or something. We'll do our anniversary date trip on a Wednesday. Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday or Wednesday we'll do it. That's what the forecast is calling. I'm a Darren Dane. We stopped doing gifts for each other a few years ago. It's like I make enough money that anything that we need, we just buy. There are wants. But our wants are so expensive that we don't buy them as gifts. Our wants are so expensive that we budget for them. So what's the point of buying each other little trinkets that just sit around? I mean, we bought some pretty cool trinkets that will be around for the rest of our lives. Yeah, but why keep adding to that, right? Tasty Treat is actually part of that trip. We're gonna go stop at Tickleberries, and we're gonna tickle his berry. I mean, we're gonna have some. I'm gonna have some peanut butter binge ice cream if they have it. And then go for a hike up on top of a mountain. That's our anniversary plan. Although the weather doesn't cooperate on our anniversary, so we're gonna do it a little earlier. So we're gonna climb a mountain. We're gonna have ice cream and climb a mountain with a viewpoint. And we get to go to, maybe we should save the movie for the rainy night. For actual anniversary night. Yeah. And you can have as much popcorn as you want. There you go. I know most people think it's crazy. We don't do gifts. I mean, not physical gifts. We gift experiences, right? Experiences are so much better. Memories, core memories. Gift each other core memories. Popcorn. Oh, you wanted to see popcorn all over the screen. Oh boy. When I said as much popcorn as you want, I guess that's only 3 buckets, but... And the other gift I prefer is hard cold cash. So that helps pay bills. Cash covers the needs of life, and memories covers the wants of life. Money does allow you to buy those experiences, that's true. People say money doesn't buy you happiness, but it sure helps. Yep, I agree. I think that's the gift, though, knowing what the other person wants. The knowledge of what the other person's favorite thing to do is. That knowledge is the gift. And I'm kind of lucky that all the gifts I give Jess can also be selfish, because all the things I gift her, I also enjoy. The things she enjoys, I enjoy. So I can just do the things in life that give me joy and know she's gonna have fun with that. Yeah. Oh, you can see the sparks landing. Could you share that on Discord and I'll show the people? Our town almost burnt down a few days ago. Yeah. I guess Jess is synchronizing? Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, making board game and card games. That's cool. Oh, a game and RPG maker. Ah, that's classic. I like that. Joey will never know. We'll never know what year the Alice Chalmers your parents have. It's gonna be 50s. Okay, here we go. Our town almost burnt down this week. It's about 3 blocks from our house. So we could have come home to no house. The fire department showed up within 6 minutes. They issued a state of emergency, which means they have any resources they can possibly think of on site right away. So they had all of Penticton firefighters, all of Naramata firefighters, all of the native band firefighters, all of Kaleden firefighters. Any other ones? Summerland, all of Summerland, Okival. Yeah, I said that one. Everybody came over. So what? I still suspect arson. So what? A couple of years ago, a multi-millionaire died. He has a mansion on this property that's beautiful. Over 60 firefighters? Yeah, 60 firefighters. Beautiful mansion, big property in town, worth a lot of money, this property. But his will, he willed it to the town. Okay. Yeah, maybe not the town. Probably to a holding party. He willed his property to a holding company, and then they were forced to sell that to a developer. So his will basically says, sell my property to a developer that will build low-income housing. So the deal is, this property is going to have big apartment complex on it. His mansion got bulldozed. And he goes, the mansion isn't worth anything. Bulldoze my mansion and build a big apartment complex for low-income housing. Guess what they were building on it? I think it was 3 stories big now. They were building a bougie retirement homes on it. They totally disregarded the developer bought it, and they were selling it for high-class retirement community because it's on such a beautiful property with a little creek running through a river, the Okanagan River, right? Basically has a oxbow rolling through it. So I think somebody was mad and goes, this was supposed to be built for low-income housing, and now you're building this. Somebody went in there and goes, well, if I can't move into it, nobody else can, and lit it on fire. I think it's arson. The problem is, whoever set it on fire didn't know. We're in a drought. I mean, they knew that, but they didn't know how volatile a wood frame apartment complex, a huge apartment complex, like I guess condo for a retirement. It was supposed to be 5 stories, it was only 3 stories tall. But it's all wood framing, particle board everywhere, it's 3 stories big. What happens to that much dry wood? I'll show you what happens to that much dry wood. Oh, it went over there. Hang on, get. Hey, come on. Tab over there, okay. This is what happens to that much dry wood. You can see three layers there. The framework of the 3 layers. All the walls are burnt out already. And here's all the embers landing in town. So firefighters were running around. It was raining fire. It was literally raining fire. And we're in drought. So they had spot fires all over town, putting out the spot fires. Forget the actual fire. All they were doing is trying to keep the fire from spreading. This is only the beginning of it. Do you see where the crane is right there? It's burning all the way along there. The crane itself burnt. It's still standing upright, the crane, but they've closed. People still can't go home because the crane is in danger of falling over. But yeah, literally fire falling from the sky, glowing embers falling from the sky all over town. A lot of the locals started up their sprinkler systems and stuff and helped the firefighters by just keeping their property wet, right?
They had a problem. A lot of them were saying they were trying to wet the property, but the police were trying to evacuate them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
What do you choose to do?
So they evacuated a whole bunch of the town. We could have come home this weekend to everything being just gone. And I think it's arson because of the divisiveness of this property, of how it's not being used the way it was supposed to legally be used, not listening to what the will said at all.
As a preview, I just sent you one where you can see it, but it looks like a couple blocks away.
It is insane. No, this is a few blocks away from the top of a skyscraper.
So it shows you just massive size of it.
It's just huge, huge, huge fire. It looks like a factory fire, but just it's all dry wood, right? Everybody in town was recording it because everybody in town could see it. Doesn't matter where you lived in town, you could see that fire. So I think arson. I think that's what it's going to be. We'll have to wait a few weeks until they do the investigation. First, they have to remove the crane and make it safe. But we'll see what they do. Because there's so much heat at the bottom of the crane. You can actually see parts of the crane. The steel is bowed. So the crane is in serious danger of falling over. So they're going to have to bring in a different crane to take down this crane. Someone asked why they didn't just dynamite the crane. Yeah, because it's going to fall over then and crush houses. They have to disassemble it. As safely as possible. So they're going to need all sorts of rigging and cranes to try to get rid of that. So yeah, exactly. It looks like a wildfire fire raining embers. Yep. So Jess is sharing even more videos. If you want to go to our Discord, you can see those videos. But yeah, we could have come home to no house. Like the house could have burnt, or the whole town could have burnt down. You know how those stories from California or northern British Columbia or Lillooet, where the whole town just burns down? We were right there. Yeah, they would have just shut the airport down. Helicopters and that stuff was on standby. Because of the state of emergency, they had water bombers. Water bombers and that stuff takes a while to get going. But they were definitely looking down those paths already too, going, what do you need for fighting this fire, right? You really got to get that sucker out before the whole town's on fire. But yeah, they were just fighting spot fires. There's no way you're putting that fire out. The building was at currently 3 stories. It was going to go with 5 stories, but the flames were like 10 stories high. Just a massive, massive fire. When you have that much heat going up, it can push a lot of big embers up into the sky. That's why the whole town was just raining embers. So I was just happy coming home to to a place that hadn't burnt down. So good job, firefighters. Good job on calling a state of emergency immediately. And that's right next to the main highway through town. Highway 97. We've got a bunch of water bombers here, Joey. Like, we literally have... Yeah, Abbotsford Airport had a lot of water bombers parked there. Yeah, they haven't spread them through the province yet. They sit in Abbotsford Airport. When we drove by, there were like literally hundreds of water bombers sitting around. Little ones, big ones. Yeah, the 60 firefighters, all they did was fight spot fires. I think they said there was 6 homes that had... 4 homes that have fire damage. 10 that are still evacuated due to the crane. And then a bunch of spot fires that they were fighting. Yeah, firefighters are still there. Police are still there. There's still hot spots in the place. We had rain yesterday, so that helped. But the police are there because everybody's driving by. Everybody wants to get close. It's like it's not safe to get close until that crane is down. It's pretty crazy. Not something a small town like this Canada is one of the biggest operators of water bombers. Yeah, we actually, most of our water bombers go to Australia during the winter. And a lot of our professional firefighting crew, the bush firefighting crew, also chip off to Australia during our winter and fight wildfires there. And then the same thing here. In the summer, when we have wildfires, we have a lot of Australian crews working up here. Canada and Australia have a very good firefighting relationship. Because our hot spot, our bad season is when they are in their cool season, and our cool season is when they have their hot season, right? So it makes very good sense. No new John Deeres were added. Yeah, that's been an ongoing problem, but that's an older mod. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of insurance claims being made. Yeah, and British Columbia has gotten away. Like, Manitoba still has very big water bombers. British Columbia has sold all their big water bombers. British Columbia has gone to small water bombers. British Columbia has bought a bunch of crop dusters and turned them into water bombers. They find that using the small little airplanes and getting to the fires early and pinpoint firefighting that way is actually more more successful at fighting fires than having the big, massive water bombers. So we have a lot of the tiny little water bombers. We got a lot of helicopters and a lot of the crop duster size water bombers now. Still have some big ones. And the crop duster sized ones do the fire retardant, the red dye stuff. They find that's more... You put out the forest fires quicker that way. More directly working with the ground crew. Because with the big water bombers, you could not safely, drop a load with a big water bomber near working ground crew. With the little water bombers, you can get much closer to the ground crew. Ah, they're camping. Birds Hill Park. I don't know where that is. I'm going to guess north. Is that close to Lake Winnipeg? I should just Google it. I won't, but I should. Northeast of Winnipeg. Okay. Mosquito territory. Aren't the Seven Sisters that direction? Nobody knows what the Seven Sisters are. It's called the Seven Sisters, right? Everything is north of me in Canada. Yes, but you'd be surprised how far south Canada comes. McGarrett says, if I remember right, small droplets cools better than big water bomber. Yeah, big water bomber puts a lot of water into the ground instead of actually dousing the fire, right? Or absorbing the heat of the fire. And the big water bomber is not as strategic. You can't get, because we have mountains and we have deep valleys. You can't put a big water bomber in there and hit the fire accurately. The small one, you can get down really close. Isn't the 45th parallel the furthest south? Dude. Dude. Have you never heard of Ontario? Here, dude. Dude. If you draw a line, we are pretty close to the Oregon-California border. Yeah. So imagine the California-Oregon border. Canada comes that far south. To drive into Detroit, you have to drive north into the U.S. from Canada. Furthest south point would be right here. Point Pelee Island. I guess Fish Point Pelee Island. That would be the furthest south in Canada. And if you draw a line from there across, it might be further south than Oregon border. We might be in California somewhere. What is the parallel? I'm not sure. Why don't you Google that? What parallel is Point Pelee Island on? Canada is further south than Oregon, yes. Oh, I said Oregon right? Oh crap, I said it right? Oh no. Am I saying it wrong now? 41st parallel. Google says 41st parallel. Yeah, it surprises people how far south Canada actually goes. I went back to saying it wrong. Oh, good. Oh, wouldn't want to say it right. I got a reputation to keep here. I pronounce words so wrong. I should do that, Joey. I said I wasn't going to, but I should since I had it open. I pronounce words so wrong that the boss actually sent a dispatch saying, hey, last time you shot a video here, if you shoot another video, this is how it's pronounced. And he just has it all in caps, 3 syllables. It's like Malaqua. I do have a new job, guys. Let's have that video coming. I have a new job. So I think I have a hidden talent, accidental talent, because English is not my first language. I have a very hard time pronouncing certain words. There's the Cookie Monster.
Now, where are my cookies? Do you take my cookies? No? Oh, they right here. Oh, me love my cookies. Nom, 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 nom. This message approved by Cookie Monster. Nom, 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 nom.
The bonus I get for mispronouncing names is people keep commenting and correcting me. So I get to feed the algorithm because I mispronounce things. Actually, I know that one. The new bridge in Vancouver is called Stalo-Awesome. Did you guys get that out of that? What Jess's comment? Stalo-Awesome? It's pronounced Stalo-Awesome. And that is Native American. Stalo-Awesome. It means river view, something like that. See? Content brain. Exactly. Mispronouncing things. How do I remember Stalo-Awesome? Because it's a bridge. And then I'm just going to go, every time I see a stalled car on there, I'm going to go, stall. Oh, awesome. Stalo-Awesome. Every time there's a stalled car on there, people will be going, maybe they'll use a different language, but Super Puppy. Hi, Super Puppy. Still can't join. Oh, you could. The AC in the truck stop? No, no. I had that last summer. That was brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I live on 56 north latitude. Oop. Let's see if Jess can join this time. There's Super Puppy with cookie. Super Puppy, you're not the first with those cookies today. Joey's been doing lots of cookies today. Yeah, when my AC failed, I drove the rest of the week, but then it went in the shop and I didn't get back in the truck until they fixed it. Middle of summer, anything over 90 degrees Fahrenheit, yeah, the AC really needs to be going. The hardest part for me was not the heat, because I had the windows open. The hardest part was shooting videos with the windows open. The videos just were not very good. Speaking of, the videos are not very good right now either. I'm sorry about that. I did a thing. I can't believe the UK is having a heat wave. Yeah, we're having a heat wave here right now too. Luckily it's cooler today. What was I saying? Shoot. I was going somewhere. What was I talking about? Before the heat wave. Truck shop AC, between that. Oh, the videos, right. The dash cam is flickering. What I did was I changed all my cameras from 30 frames per second to 60 frames per second. I have 3 different types of cameras. I have 5 cameras. So I have 2 cameras that are the DJI Osmo 3. I've got 2 cameras that are the Osmo 5, and I have 1 that's the Osmo 6. And the Osmo 6 is the one that's getting bugged up. So I've been instead of 30 frames per second, recording at 60 frames per second. And somehow, with the software I'm using to edit these videos at 60 frames per second, there's a frame rate issue. The videos play perfectly on my laptop, but when I upload it to YouTube, because of the frame rate, you know how LED headlights flicker funny? That's what's happening to my video. So I've gone back to 30 frames per second, but next week you still have a video or 2 that has flickering. Even when I talk about, hey, I'm gonna fix it, and I'm like, I fixed it back to 30 frames per second, but inadvertently there was changes I made in the software. Made changes in the software, how I edit videos, with contrast and that. I mean, I think we got a lot more realistic contrast now that I'm doing it manually. That caused flickering, so we're back to 30 frames per second, and I've changed the way I do things. We'll fix it up again. But unfortunately, I didn't know that was a problem. And it doesn't happen in all the videos I uploaded, just on some. The way YouTube compresses the videos, some of them flicker. So, yeah, that sucks. But we got that fixed now. At least the newest ones I've been uploading are not flickering. Let's hope I got it fixed. Yeah, that's the other problem Long Hauler brings up. It's not just a failed AC. In a big rig, the engine itself and the transmission create tremendous amount of heat. If you have 500 horsepower pulling that hard, the thermometer in the truck, the outside temperature was 34 Celsius. But when I stopped the truck, just the heat coming off the engine, the thermometer was reading 40 something, 42. So, yeah, the extra 10 degrees Celsius just from the heat off the engine. I replaced that camera that went down the river. Yeah, if we go kayaking, I don't have camera mounts set up for the kayaks right now. I have to redo all that because, you know, the thing. Super Puppy, no. No. Why'd you do that? Super Puppy. Now I'm hungry. Super Puppy, now I want food. What are you making, Super Puppy? Hopefully it's terrible food and then that makes me not hungry anymore. It would be awesome if they put better heat shielding in the cab. They don't. Unfortunately, they don't. Chicken Alfredo. Yeah, okay. That sounds good, but not really into that. Michael's sharing 5.67 inches of rain. Nice. We could use that much rain. We could really use that much rain. How much rain did we get yesterday? There it is. Nope. We stood there for a second. Long hauler says too much weight. Exactly. Adding anything to the truck, it's all about weight reduction. Everything they do in a big rig is weight reduction. So they don't want insulation in those trucks. They put the bare minimum insulation. The last Peterbilt I had, they had so little insulation in the winter, the whole bunk would frost up on the inside. Yeah, an empty big rig with no trailer is already 18,000 pounds. Yeah. Yeah. So trucks are very, very heavy, mostly due to the heavy-duty frame, the heavy-duty axles, the heavy-duty engine. They save weight on the cab. No, they don't even add airbags to the trucks. Save weight. No airbags in big rigs. No reinforcement for accidents. Yeah, exactly. When a big rig crashes, they rely on the weight to crush the smaller cars. If a big rig crashes into another big rig, it's usually a fatality because there is no. Huh? Yeah, that's what I just said. If a big rig crashes another big rig or rolls in the ditch, it's usually a fatality because there's no safety. Because safety is weight. Luckily, they still put in ACs and heaters. We can't share pictures of food. Stop sharing pictures of food. That seems rude. Now I'm hungry. Okay. Just can't join. I'm gonna do exactly that. That might take too long for a live stream. I'll save it for after the live stream. Let's go take care of all our animals before nighttime. I don't want no salad. You're right. You're right. I don't want no salad. I want a burrito. Wait, I had that yesterday. I could have another one. What's that? Oh, how much rain we got? 0.68 inches. 0.6. It was a huge rainstorm. Michael, we had a huge rainstorm and we got 0.68 inches. How much rain did we get all of last year? Oh, I don't care. Millimeters is fine. People can. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait. I forgot I live on a main road. Michael, how do you forget that you don't live on a main road? And long haulers, like, don't give them the idea of taking away the AC. I think we would all revolt. Super Hop is going to go outside and enjoy the stream? That sounds nice. We still have enough feed. You can see Jess hasn't joined a while because look at all the wool. That's good. So, all the snow and rain together. 2025. 9.25 inches. So, Michael, you had almost enough rain in one day there to what we had all year. The rainiest month we ever the rainiest month we had last year gave us just over 2 inches in that month. It's dry here. It's very, very dry here. Hey, Pooch, how's it going? Oop, hi. 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 Oh. Hi. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Where are you going? Come back. There you go. Who's a good doggy? Who's a good doggy? Here, you want some food? There's some food. Yum 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 yum. Can you get the ball? Can you get the ball? Good job. Jump over the picnic table. Hi. Where are you going with the ball, buddy? Anyway. Unfortunately, the AI is pretty dumb. Alright, what do we need here? We need some grass and some silage. And I cheat this because it's so buggy getting it right without doing it by hand. We need silage. Let's go get some silage. Super Puppy loves the 1960 Chevy that I passed. The pickup. Was flooding bad for you, Michael, yeah. Yeah, we don't get any rain compared to you guys. All right, Joey, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, it seems kind of boring, Michael, watching rush hour traffic. I mean, it's a Saturday, so you're not watching... Michael, wait, you never watch rush hour traffic. Because on days there's rush hour, you're at work. You're part of the rush hour. Help if I didn't hit the wrong pedals. Oh, whoa, whoa! What's your complaint? Oh. Okay, so Farmer Donkey. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I've only had good hats today. Oh. Stop. We've discovered that one already, don't we? We have the new trilby. I have the new trilby. Yeah. We still have 2 mystery hats. That's nice. Thanks, Farmer Donkey. Farmer Donkey. I appreciate that. Farmer Donkey's got an orange maple leaf. No, yellow maple leaf. Long Hauler's got a green one. Michael's got the orange one. No one's got pink yet. Starts with dark blue, light blue, green, yellow, orange, and pink. As you can see right there. Dark blue, light blue, green, yellow, orange, pink. So if you want to know how long people have been members, that's the order they're in. Nobody's gotten to the pink yet. Oh, a 5-minute timer. Right. We'll get that going. We'll get the timer going. And no, we have not spun for Coyote. Come on. I can't even pick up silage properly. That's why we're getting rid of these silage pits, and we're just gonna get a silage silo after we empty this silage. I like this way better, but the game is just too buggy with this. Sure, we'll just do 90%. And Super Puppy didn't say we were spinning for, he just asked if we had. Timer is going. You can't see the timer? Way down there on the bottom corner? I mean, depends what you're watching, but rush hour traffic. Usually rush hour traffic is between 6 and 9. That's the peak of rush hour. You see that, Farmer Donkey? Nobody lets you enjoy your hat. Always somebody has to spin right away. Someone has to take away Farmer Donkey's hat. Although this time maybe you actually wanted to change. So far you guys have been really nice to me this. Well, same with the last stream. The last stream was really nice too. I feel the love. Yeah. There we go. Silage is full. We don't choose your hat, the wheel does. No, you guys can though. People have chosen the hat before. Like the $10 super chats is a choice of a hat, right? Well, it brings me joy when the hat doesn't torture me. It's been good so far. All right. Let's there's nothing to do. We're just taking care of animals, and then we're gonna sleep till tomorrow. I mean, there's so much production that have to be, like tons of production. I was kidding. There's lots to do. There's tons of production to be done. You can uninstall the whole game, and then once we take care of animals, we'll go sleep and take care of the animals again in the morning, and then we have an unbelievable amount of stuff to plant and cut and stuff. So, okay. Farmer Donkey says he enjoys the reaction to the wheel. Make it the wheel of pain again. It's not gonna last. I'm sure it will. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The wheel will be nice. I don't know yet, Super Puppy, what we're gonna eat. I don't know. If it was up to me, it'd be double-decker tacos. So the Arctic Circle is located at 66.56 degrees north. And what's the furthest north we've been? 62. Just past 62. Not just tacos, but double-decker tacos. I love my double-deckers. Jess makes homemade double-decker tacos that are so good. Okay, so we wanted to test this. We were trying to decide what we were going to do with our extra tractor. Does the John Deere get replaced with the case? Does work, yes. Okay. So we got to figure out where the John Deere goes now. Do we sell the John Deere or do we sell the Alice Chalmers? Do we sell this Massey Ferguson 205X? I'm not sure which one. Now, McGarrett's now ordering some food. Can you still get double-decker tacos anywhere? Is that still a thing? Why is that looking broken? Whoops. flung it right out. If it's not red, it stays in the shed. So red would be International, Case IH, or Massey Ferguson. Oh, it's been for Coyote. Too much green. There's not a lot of green on this farm at all. There's not a lot of green at all. All right, let's spin for Coyote. Oh, I forgot to do the countdown. Okay, let's see. Now if he goes back to the back to weather. It did rain. No! I thought for sure it was like it had stopped. It was almost stopped on the cowboy hat. I'm like, yep, cowboy hat, no problem. And then all of a sudden it gained speed out of nothing. Where'd that come? Were you guys blowing on the wheel or something? For sure start a timer. Get rid of this thing as fast as possible. Oh, this comes with a song, doesn't it?
One woke up on a Tuesday, said I'm done with blending in. Found a box up in the closet, pulled the ribbon with a grin. Little lace around the edges, tilted low and sitting flat. Caught a smile in the mirror like, who's that boy in that lacy hat? One feels pretty, oh so pretty, spinning circles on the welcome mat. He's got shimmer, got that giggle, every room turns when he's walking past. One feels pretty, more than pretty, heart on fire, can you picture that? Lipstick laughter, leaning sideways, owning the world in his lacy hat. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, owning the world in his lacy hat. Oh yeah. Neighbors peeking through the curtains, someone drops a grocery bag. Kids all point and start to copy, trying on their mama's scarf. He just waves like it's a runway, blows a kiss and tips it back. Every step a little braver, clicking heels to that lacy hat. Who wrote the rules on what to wear? Who said you can't and left them there? One shrug, spin, says, I don't care. Life feels lighter dressed like that. One feels pretty, oh so pretty, spinning stories where the fear once sat. He's a riot, quiet rebel, painting color over every crack. One feels pretty, wild and witty, no more hiding in a paper bag. Hands up laughing down the sidewalk, living his truth in a lacy hat.
Oh, hallelujah, that song's done. Hat comes with a thong. It was a song. Hat comes with a song. Not a thong, a song. Michael, I don't know, let drones deliver. Walmart drones, let them do what they do. It seems silly, but let people do what people do. Your wife just asked, what on earth are you listening to? You can show her me wearing a stupid women's hat. You need more light on it? No, I think we're good. No, I don't know what's weird. You have all the animals this time. That is weird. No dress. We're not going there. It's hats. It's the wheel of hats. Slow down. Stop. You got all the animals, but you don't have all the productions. I need to get more water, but I like this water tank. Where does milk go? Milk. I do 1,000 liters at each. Pancake, donut, and bakery. And then all the rest goes to dairy. It still needs more. We want. That's usually what I do. We need more water in this thing. Milk goes in your cereal and ice cream. And in your donuts. And in your pancakes. All your bakery goods. Hallelujah. Anyone can spin the wheel now. Any members have a milestone they can share? Pancakes and maple syrup. Real Canadian maple syrup. Yeah, it's true. I am bringing up food now. My bad. Is it illegal to drive trucks in flip-flops? I don't think so. I'm not sure if that is illegal. You have to wear shoes. It's illegal to drive barefoot. I don't know if flip-flops would be legal or not. I know sandals would be because they can't slip off. That would have been worse. I agree. That would have been worse. Are you doing production? So, like, I don't have to move all the wool. You're eventually going to get there. Okay. That's all I was asking. I wasn't saying do productions now. I won't finish that. I know here, I like driving barefoot, but it's not legal because I guess it would hurt your feet to push the brake hard in an emergency. I don't know. I think it'd be safer driving barefoot than in flip-flops because flip-flops could slip off and end up underneath your throttle, right? Or underneath your brake, right? Yeah, Jess, how have you been? Although I guess if you know how to wear flip-flops properly and they don't slip off, there's nothing unsafe about that. I'm sure people do. Long hauler. I don't know. I don't see a problem with it. If you can do it safely. I don't know what is legal and what is not, but as long as you do anything safely, it's fine. I almost had a chain up yesterday. I'm like, uh-oh, am I stuck? And I blame my automatic on that. It decided to shift while pulling up a muddy hill. It's like, no! Go back to manual, pick a lower gear, and just see if I can get any kind of forward movement in the mud. Luckily, there was some forward movement, so lockers all on and hammer down. I do. I have 2 pairs of shoes. I got steel toe boots and then my shoes I use to drive. Shifting uphill is a good way to blow a U-joint. It's not just shifting uphill, shifting up a muddy hill. You don't want to shift. On an icy or mud, you just don't want to shift because that's how you get stuck. It's pretty close to being stuck. But automatics do the automatic things. Going to Jamaica soon. Well, that sounds like a fun experience. Hopefully you're going to go out of just the tourist trap areas. I don't know what our next flying vacation will be. Whatever it is, I would like to fly somewhere, rent a vehicle, and then explore. This John Deere 3010 makes for a good front-end loader. It's a good workhorse. And we put duals and weights on the back just to make it balance pretty good. I think it works pretty well. Yeah, Michael, when are you going on a cruise? I've never cared for cruises, but if you like it, you like it. Yeah, no, that sounds like fun doing Jamaica. I would actually like to visit parts of the world where there's like wars right now, but because of wars, it doesn't make sense to go visit those places. Do we go to warmer places on vacation? Sometimes warmer places, sometimes cooler places. Sometimes extremely hot places. Most of the time it's cooler places is a driving vacation. If it's flying, it's usually a hot place. Precision farming just updated. Okay, I'll have to update that. FS25. Looks like I'll have a couple updates. The non-tel map had an update 2 weeks ago, and precision farming just updated. Okay. Yeah, Jess likes the fall vacations with yellow and orange and red leaves everywhere. Toppled that over. I think my favorite vacation would be this time of year right now. Oh wait, we're on vacation. Huh. Who would have known? I'm not much of a beach guy, but we literally live between two. Our city has two big beaches, and we never go to the beach. I'd rather go kayaking than hang out on a beach. No crabs on our beaches. Just beautiful sand. What? Emojis were working earlier. They're delayed? Weird. We'll see if... Put in some more emojis and see when they show up. Let's just toss in 100 crabs and then not maybe not 100, but see when the whole screen gets covered in crabs. Oops. There we go. Let's see when they pop up. Who would want to go to Krabby Beach? Good pun joke. Crappy beach. Those crabs just are not showing up. I think you might be right. Emojis might be broken again. Try a different emoji. Maybe crab is held for review somehow. Just toss in a smiley face just in case somehow. Smiley faces aren't showing up either. The like button showed up right away, but okay. They were working earlier. It's up and running. We'll close it. Fire it up again. Minimize. Okay. Try it again. There we go. Okay. Not Stream Elements. No. This is actually Social Stream Ninja. Social Stream Ninja. There we go. I just had to shut it down and restart it. Now it's working. So many crabs. Okay. It's fixed. Weird that it stopped. All right. Oh, it looks like you've taken care of all horse. Okay. I actually want to test the thing with the horses, so. Yeah, the cows take a lot of TMR. They do. You want more cows, the more TMR we're going to be using. I'll test the horse thing here. You love the shirt? It's just like a beige shirt with big flowers on it. Like pinkish beige shirt. I bought it on sale. Nobody wanted it, so I bought it. Horses. Can I give them oats? Oh no, they want hay. Good song. Fits the hat. Well, at least it's not a dress. What? No. No. Tapping shoes on. Such a catchy tune. I wish the stupid song didn't come with this hat. I mean, the cool song didn't come with this hat.
We're looking at the spreadsheets and the data that we've got. The atmosphere is formal, every tie is straight and tight. But something on the left of me just isn't looking right. No, I'm not one for gossip, and I'm not one to stare. But there's a 6-foot gray appendage waving through the air.
Very jazzy. Very Aladdin. Hey, Duke!
We can talk about the budget or the quarterly gloom, but we've got to address the but we've got to address the
What? Uh-oh.
The CEO is speaking.
Oh, there we go.
Talking about the grind, but Juan has got a velvet trunk dangling down behind. Is it fashion? Is it passion? Is it just a Tuesday whim? The ears are flapping wildly every time we look at him. Don't mention the peanuts, don't mention the size, just look at the sequence in that outlook size. 1, 2, Dwayne, stop!
Such a catchy tune. Yeah, probably, Duke. I mean, you can. There's new mods.
So let's address it. Yeah,
listen to this on Spotify.
In a country pack your trunks, boys. Pack your trunks, boys.
Well, long hauler, if it makes you feel any better, the green tractors don't do any real field work anymore. We don't have any oh, we do have one green tractor that still does field works. I'm wrong. Got one tractor. Two John Deeres do the front end loader stuff. And yeah, we got one that still does field work. Oh, so you can actually listen? Farmer Donkey, you see? There we go. Farmer Donkey, put it on Spotify. We could listen to this on Spotify. What's your Spotify name? Farmer Donkey? Animal care's done. We need to seed. Corn, soybean, and sorghum. What's that? Answer Duke? I answered Duke. I mean, I said there's not much time left. We're going to be eating soon, but there's a bunch of new mods. Since it was a $10, we're going to have to run the timer twice. I guess I can't run it yet. I have to wait for the sound effects to finish. We have 4 fields here. So with 4 fields, what do we? Corn can be 1 field. Soybean can be 1 field, and then maybe 2 fields of sorghum. Because sorghum goes to the flour mill, and chickens need sorghum. So there's a link. Awesome. There you go. There's Farmer Donkey Spotify. Go sign up for all the songs on Farmer Donkey Spotify. Okay. I want to try our brand new Ford. Master Ferguson? Ford? Yeah, let's try the Ford. Let's give this a try. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of seeding to be done. We have our first grass cutting to be done. Yeah, 1962. Didn't get a lot of new stuff. I have a little bit of new stuff. Like this Ford I'm driving and the Massey Ferguson. It's 2 new tractors. We do have a new baler that we're going to have to test out before selling these old balers. So that'll mean getting rid of some of the old mods. I got rid of the old manure spreader for a new one that's actually just slightly smaller in capacity, but spreads at a higher speed. Michael's back? I didn't know you. Where did you go? Cutter. I'm going for a walk. Oh, that makes sense. Getting your steps in. Okay, we start with this. We'll just do a couple of rounds. try to get all the equipment out into the fields. Super Puppy, Michael, you guys are having a heat wave? Yeah, I hit over 90 degrees Fahrenheit here this last week. I was melting and thought it was gonna have heat stroke and die from too hot. I know you guys probably think that's funny. And then I slept through a thunderstorm apparently. Funny, you almost got heat struck in mid-May. I mean, it says mid-mow, but... Oh, mid-mow? Mowing, not May? It's not heat wave. Only triple digits are heat wave. Next Saturday... I don't know. Next Saturday or next Sunday, but one will be a... There'll be streams during the week, possibly. Probably in evenings. Huh? You think I mean heat? Whatever that means? Whatever you said there? That's not English? Hey, how does this tractor handle this? Oh, that's so much better. Oh, I like this tractor for this cutter. Oh, I think he means heat or heat stroke, not heat stroke, something else. Jess goes, I didn't say anything about heat stroke. Heat stroke. Heat syncope. Whatever the heck that is. Not only cutting this grass, we have to seed 4 fields. Seed, fertilize, and roll 4 fields. Cut all of this. Yeah, and then probably spread the manure on here and do the lime after this. We haven't done lime and manure on this field for a bit, so. Triple digits would be Fahrenheit. He's talking about 100 Fahrenheit. Heat whatever you said, and then heat exhaustion, and then heat stroke. Sure. If that makes you happy, Michael. This tractor is the right tractor for this cutter. This is nice. I'm tempted to buy a second one of these tractors and just have them parked in front of these cutters because they just work so well. Duke says, work, work, work. Can't get enough in real life. So what we do, we work in video games. Yeah, we do. Farmer Donkey says, I don't think we could survive triple digit Celsius. Yeah, that might be fatal. Not might be, that would be fatal. Because 40 Celsius can get fatal for some people. If you're not the healthiest, 40 Celsius can be fatal. Heck, triple digits in Fahrenheit is fatal for some people. What don't you like? You only have 2 stacks high? No, 2 stacks. 2 stack high on pallets on that truck will handle a 3, does not. So you have to keep it 2 stacks. I know you want more stacks. There's an older Ford parked over there. Which one's actually old? Is the blue not a newer Ford than this one? Because wasn't the white and red? They had them white and red before they switched them too. So this got to be the newer. This has got to be produced after this one. Just because of the colors. And this one just sits here doing water duty. Okay. Michael says brain. Usually triggered from standing in a long period. Michael's stuck on the heat illness thing. Yeah, I think so too. I think the 2000 is basically a pumped up version of these. I think this is actually technically NAA. So it's Golden Jubile Moel. 1903 to 1957. So I'm not sure why the game unlocked this tractor now. And we're not perfect. That's okay. I still like this tractor. It's a good tractor for cutting grass. Get the square body Fords coming out soon. Walked 20 miles on Tuesday. You think his foot count is inaccurate? I think he's walking more miles than he says he is. Well, Michael, did you enter your height and weight and all that information into your smartphone? Ah, okay, so there we go. McGarrett has it there. The 2000, the 5000 were the first tractors to be painted in Ford's new blue color scheme. There we go. Yeah, basically taking a normal step and measuring how far you're stepping, and then calibrating your step counter to be exactly what your average foot step is, length of a footstep, you can get a much more accurate step counter. So no, I think you're probably walking. You're a small guy, so saying you walked this many steps, you probably walked less miles than it says. Yeah. If I walked the same amount of steps you did, I would have walked a lot more distance than you would have. The shorter your legs, the less distance you've covered. So I don't, yeah, your 20 miles is probably 18 miles. But it doesn't really matter as long as you know that and you're just comparing your steps. How much more did I walk this time than last time? Because I bet you we could take the same iPhone and walk next to each other, and one of us would have walked a mile more than the other. Yeah, exactly. 18 miles is still. Just you have to remember it's not 100% accurate. Yeah, Duke, I have a video coming up we shot. We had a crazy thunderstorm, and then the day before the thunderstorm, we were seeing all these people cutting grass and then had a forage wagon gathering it up for silage. And then the day after the thunderstorm, we drove by the same fields. It's like, let's see, did they get all the grass in? There was 2 fields. They still had the grass on the field. They had most of the fields they got in, but there were 2 small fields that got the full brunt of the rain. I'm guessing you can still save that. If you get out there the next day and tether it or windrow it, just turn it over, right? Turn it over, and hopefully you get some wind and sun to dry it out. But I'm sure that's not what the farmer wanted. Me and my farm friends say, you want rain, just start to cut some hay and the rain shows up. Yep. As soon as you have hay out in the field, cut the rain. Here comes the rain. I guess the most accurate way, Michael, of counting miles would be actually counting on the GPS. Hey, there we go. There's a good test. Just go on Google Maps and get directions to exactly 1 mile away. And then walk it and then see what your step counter says you walked. Cutting hay is better than the rain dance. Okay, now the other question is, it got so windy, the fields that were not cut, all the alfalfa, all the grass was laying flat on the ground. It all got knocked over flat. Does that come back? That's bad for your hay cutting too, right? It's like now it dries out, all the grass is knocked over. It's harder to cut that, right? Or is that not as bad as, like, if your wheat lays over and your barley lays over, that's real trouble. I don't know if cutting your hay is as much trouble if all your grass lays over because of strong winds. Oh, really? So that's, yeah, because it's all laid down flat. Good luck. Yeah, so the farmers that didn't get the cutting in now have the grass all flat. The farmers that got the cutting in but didn't get to harvest it or gather it, so both farmers are in trouble. Well, that sucks for the farmers. Right, I still have this stupid hat on. Oh, fair, McGarrett. Your GPS might still not be accurate for miles. I'm sure the farmers, that's the last thing they wanted was a thunderstorm right when you're ready during right harvest season, right? A sickle bind can plug up easy, up so easy unless the grass is perfect. Oh yeah, so yeah. Yeah, we've been doing first cutting here, Michael, for the last 3 weeks or so. So Duke, this might blow your mind. Just saw silage bales sitting on a farmyard, the little side road we took, that had last year's cutting still. Yeah, just a bit left. And on the side of the bales was spray painted 3rd cutting, 4th cutting. Apparently, he gets 4 cuttings in that part of the Okanagan. I guess that's not the Okanagan. That's Shuswap. I guess they get enough rain and not enough snow that he gets a 4th cutting in. That's got to be some good money if you can get 4 cuttings in. Well, lots of places here at McGarrett, we actually have mile roads. A lot of farms, when they laid them out back in the day, they would actually divvy up the land by the miles. So if you owned a quarter, you owned a quarter of a mile, right? So that would be the most accurate way of testing out your, hey, blue collar. That'd be the most accurate way of testing out your GPS or your step counter. Go to the prairies where they have mile roads and just walk from 1 mile road to another. Having said that, every so many miles they had to actually shift it over because the earth curves. So you'd have to make sure you do it in the middle of that shift. So one end of the mile is not as long as the other end. It makes sense in my head. The mile roads are not all a mile apart. Blue collar, we were jamming to your AI music earlier. Okay, so the mile roads are not all a mile. I guess I have to show. So first off, the Earth is a globe, right? What was the park I was supposed to look up, Joey? I forgot to look up Joey's park. Let's find the mile road. Let's go to Ganantal. So from this point to this point, those are mile roads. I guess not, that's a half mile. But point A to point B, that's 1 mile. But then if you go north, let's see how many miles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Every 12 miles, the roads do this. And the further east we get, the less they do that. There we go. That's a straight line. There the mile road is straight. Here, it's got a slight curve in it. So this mile is a little bit shorter than this mile. Because of the curvature, every 12 miles, they put in this little kink. And the further over you get, the bigger that turn gets. See, look how much bigger it's getting over here. Here you got a fairly big joint now. We're in Morden now. Well, Ganantal is right, literally a couple miles north of North Dakota. Yeah, people go to Grand Forks, North Dakota to go shopping. Look how far out it is now. Now you got that big of a difference because the curvature of the earth. So even though this is a mile road, this mile is slightly shorter than this mile. And then here, yeah, it's way off already. It's almost half a mile out now. Let's see if we can get to a place where it's half a mile out. It's pretty close. I think right here we're about half a mile out. This mile is shorter, or this mile down here is slightly shorter than this mile up here. And then it does that next 12 kilometer or 12 miles further north, it does that again. So yeah, Ganantal is right here. And then we got North and South Dakota. So yeah, Wisconsin, not that far away. Not that far away. Well, even our great-grandfathers that were laying out the land over here knew that the miles didn't match up because of the curvature of Earth. They had to lay out the miles differently. The Altona and Rosenfeld line is mile 0. Interesting, because the Red River's over here. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway. So, yeah. Flat Earthers is a concept that is purely a failure of our government and education system. Flat Earthers, the thing is, Flat Earthers are super interested in they're asking the right questions. Unfortunately, due to the lack of education, they're not finding the answers in the right places. And because you can't get the answers in the right places in school where you should be learning this and make it make sense, we have the more crazy theories people come up with. Just shows that people are interested, but there's no one educating them, right? The earth is flat and Donald Trump is a Christian. Yep. Just try to Google real flat maps. Oh, I imagine the people that write the books don't actually believe in flat Earth. The people making the money off of flat Earth, I bet you they don't actually believe in flat Earth. My favorite is when you have some flat Earthers get together and they're going to prove the Earth is flat. I love the experiments. Sometimes they go, if the flat Earth is flat like we know it is, if we did this experiment, it would prove it. Like shooting a laser from one end of the lake to the other end of the lake. Put a level up, get the laser perfect, and shoot the laser to the other end. It should be exactly at the same height. I love when they do experiments like that on live YouTube feed. Like, we're going to do this live to prove, and then it completely fails, and they're like, they have this big cardboard sign on the other end with the lines marked, and the laser should hit here if the Earth is flat, and the laser doesn't hit the board at all. And they're like, is the laser not work? What's going on? They're troubleshooting, and then one guy goes, hey, lift the board up higher and see. Lift the board up higher. Oh, the laser's way up there. Oh, well, shoot. Seems there's a curvature here. Those are my favorite. So how is flat Earth related to religion? How are you going to go to hell? How are you going to go to hell? Because you believe the Earth is a globe. What does that have to do with any kind of religion? I don't get it. Same with when the flat earther visited Antarctica. He's doing live streams down there, and he was very trusted in the flat earth community. And they've pretty much banned him now because he went to Antarctica to prove the Antarctica wasn't a big wall. Or went down there to prove flat earth and the all-night sun and all of that stuff, right? Or what? All that stuff. And that experiment failed so badly that they've now made him part of the conspiracy. They say the Bible tells you the earth is flat, and if you don't believe, where in the Bible? Okay, find the Bible verse. Michael, I want the Bible verse. I want to know how they're translating that. What? Just leave them. I'll figure it out. I would like to read the Bible verse where they're getting it from. Just for the sake of knowing their argument. Because I like knowing why people believe what they believe. And honestly, I can't answer all the questions on why I believe things, all the things I believe. A lot of things you believe because you've been told that's the way. And then you have to research yourself and go, okay, why, who told me this? What are the sources of what told me this? And you have to, like, there's too much to be known in the world not to believe what other people have told you, right? So you have to believe what other people told you, but try to get those beliefs from places that are good sources. Because you can't do every experiment yourself. That's just impossible. Because I bet you, every single one of you, whatever your religious or non-religious belief is, you know for a fact that you were born into the right religion. Duke, no. No, Duke, no. No. What? No, Duke. That's a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea. Okay, Jess, we need to eat food. Yeah, we'll wait till they sold the wool and then... Okay. Look, you know what, we'll just... let me get the seeder out. Let's get the seeder set up so we know that we're seeding as well. There's the new balers that we've bought and a new disker that we have to test. Got them here to remind us to test those. Let's end the stream before flowers show up. Because then we're going to have this timer thing going on and then I can't end the stream. And then Christian did that last time. Every time the timer ran out, it spun the wheel quickly. You just respecting my beliefs? Am I wrong? That you believe you have the only and the one and only right religion? Your only one and only right belief? Like so many religions, so many cults. Your church is the true church. If you don't go to this church, you're going to hell. Even all the other Christians are going to hell. $127. Oh no. 1,770. You're only getting the environmental score. No, I'm getting bales. 1,770. What am I doing here? Right. Let's see if this Massey Ferguson. Did we try this already? Maybe we tried this already and it didn't work. Yeah, we tried that already. No, that's not going to work for that. Well, we'll just keep the fertilizer on this then. But just get stuff out to fields so we know the work that all needs to be done. Actually, oh no, we can still bring this here. Yeah, okay, we can still bring this here. I believe that all are made equal. Well, maybe equal, but still different. Yeah, no, I can agree with that. People ask what I believe. I tell them, watch George Carlin, Religion. Mic drop. Um, are we all made equal? I don't know if equal is the right word. We're all made different. I know somebody asked me if I was a Christian yesterday, and I'm like, that's hard to answer. What is your definition of Christian? Can this thing pull the planter? I don't remember if this thing was bugged up or not. Answer is no, it can't. Let's try the case. Just send a video of where they say the earth is flat by the Bible. Okay, I'll see if they find the Bible verses just to see their point of view, their argument. Case, where's the case? Let's try the case. All religions are inherently flawed. Religion is made by humans, and humans are not perfect. But most of those people in those religions would argue that religions are not human formed, that they're formed by God. So you would have serious pushback from religion to that point. But I agree. Religions are flawed. Very, very, very flawed. There are great things in religions. There are terrible things in religions. The things that have been done in the name of God are horrendous. Oh, I might not be able to turn this one on. Nope. Case isn't going to work either. Case hooks up to it but can't turn it on. I know what the case can go to. Let's attach that to that disker. And yeah, should have the horsepower for it. But yeah, humans are very flawed. We inherently are very bugged up. We can only know a tiny bit of the knowledge in the universe. I think it makes people feel very uncomfortable realizing what I know as a fact is such a small bit of knowledge that it is impossible for me to know what I know as fact. Yeah, that might work out. I think we found a good use of this case. What tractor could we use then? Well, we can move this one. Down here. Let's actually set up on the other end of the field over here, close to the grass. Just setting everything up before saving and quitting. Okay, that can sit there. Where did the new Ford go? Oh, I'm using it to cut grass. Where's... I'm missing comments, I know. There's a baby born with any kind of defect less than a perfect one. I'm sure there's different debates on that one. Where is... I'm missing a John Deere. Why am I missing a John Deere? I'm confused. Do we not own? Yeah, we own one of those. Okay, where is that then? I am so confused. Oh, I bet it's on the manure wagon. Ha! There it is. I want to try this with the planter. Okay, sorry. Guys got to use the pool last weekend. It was a long weekend for you last weekend, right? As far as, schedule, I'm going to be working on the RV, so today's my only off day from the RV, minus our anniversary trip. So I'll be working on the RV in the mornings. There might be streams in the evenings, but who knows? I'm going to be tired and don't know if I'll feel like streaming too, so... Yeah, we're hoping to get a bunch of the RV done this weekend, or this week, and then we just have to repaint the inside of it, and then we're ready to move into it. Once the inside is painted, there's going to be a lot of still external stuff to be done, but I want the inside to be mainly renovated before moving in. There we go. That'll work. John Deere pulling in John Deere. Jess has so many things to list. I'm like, dude, you're overwhelming me. There's too much. Just get one job done at a time. True. Which jobs have to be done before you want to live in it, or you want to get done before you live in it, right? I'm not going to reattach the bathroom door. I'm going to build a new bathroom door. And probably a new bathroom. We're all different, but still this equal, in my honest opinion. Yeah, we're all different, but equal. I agree. What's that? All right. Okay, we got that out. We need the rollers out. Almost set up. Then I'm going to eat food. That's why I wanted more milk for the dairy. So what we should do is build another dairy. So we have enough milk, we can probably support another dairy. Let's do that. Before we plant on that field, we should put up another dairy. See, Jess keeps adding stuff, always adding stuff. It gets overwhelming, all the things she wants added. What? Huh? You do overwhelm me, but that's your job. So the pumps are running. Well, the pictures you sent were still pretty dirty pool. So your filters have to start going. You know, all the leaves always falling in, right? Pools are a lot of work, so. Yeah, that's true. Jess says I want to get a hot tub, but hot tubs are a lot of work too. This is going to be in the way, isn't it? Let's just park it over here for now. Then we'll move it once we have that seated. Okay. Is that everything? Oh, Jess wants a dairy. Okay. Let's go see where are we putting a dairy. So we have current dairy where? Oh, this is the dairy. Okay. No, that's not the dairy. It's way back here. Okay, so there's current dairy here. And we go past the bakery. I almost think it'd be a good idea to put it right here. Right here in this corner here. Because the way we drop off milk there, and then a donut, and then we do a U-turn, come back, drive by here, and then go to the bakery, and then that dairy, we could hit this dairy on that same loop. Something like that. Maybe in this corner here. Okay, let's do that. Jess wants a dairy. Jess wants more production. Where is dairy? Is that it right there? Yeah. Do we have a second different dairy? Is there a modded dairy that we have? Right there. Yeah, that's a different dairy. Let's do that. So that's a different dairy. The same price, look different. Any other dairies? Just the two? All right. Yeah, maybe right there like this. Where's the drop off on this? Where do you drop dairy? That's where the pallets would show up. Oh, you drop right in the front there. Okay, okay, I see. That's the drop right there. I think he shocks the pools on Monday. Shocks? Huh? I'm almost thinking like this over here. Or here. Over here it'd be easier to distribute the pallets. Kind of like the idea of not having everything nice and square by doing this. Done. I'm doing this. Yeah. I don't know if equal is the right word either, because we all have different, yeah. But we all have the same value. How's that? I think we all have the same value as human beings. Then again, people can tweet, yeah, it's hard to find the right word. Idea of having a road coming straight out like that. Going around like that. Because we all inherently have value, right? Our strengths and weaknesses are all different. But we all are valuable in different ways. There you go, Jess. All right. Yeah, me too. I would have left already, except Jess wants her dairy. We have enough cows now that a second dairy is actually feasible. Well, that makes this field kind of unique. Let's make this end a little bit easier due to the... In fact, that's going to be a bit harder. All right. Let's plant some grass. All right. As a species, we couldn't survive without the differences. Yeah. Yeah. I would die without Jess's true. I mean, maybe I could survive just fine, but my life has a lot more value due to Jess's input. But yes, without us relying on other humans, survival would be very hard. That there are some people that could survive by themselves, but the number of people that could survive themselves is a very small number. I feel like a good tree would be nice here. A weeping willow here adds a bit to it. Yeah, we need to come together as a community and support each other. And yeah, I think we've gone away from it takes a village to raise a child. I think we've kind of gone away from that, and we need to bring that back. There we go. Jess, your dairy's up and running. Although we have to bring milk here tomorrow, but... And then you can specialize one of them into 2, and then this one into 1. A little less farmland. Okay. Yes. Every time you go buy anything you buy is relying on the community, right? Okay. What do I get into? What equipment do I get into? Why don't we just enter there? Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're set up for so much work. But we'll get there. Very slowly, we'll get there. We'll continue this farm eventually. I don't know when, but we'll continue on this farm. We'll play some FS22. Maybe some other games that I don't know what kind of conniving is happening there by Navi, but sounds like they want to torture me with a different game. But it sounds like fun. I am out of here. Oh, that's right, stupid elephant. You guys absolutely rock. You guys keep being the crazy yourselves, and remember you're unique and valuable. Adios.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cook